Hello everyone. Our next algorithm for visual surface detection is scanline algorithm. Okay, so this algorithm is also to detect the visible surfaces, and it works on the concept of depth sorting. Basically, after the backface detection, whatever algorithm we have studied so far, be it a Z-buffer algorithm, E-buffer algorithm, and this algorithm, that is scanline algorithm. These all algorithm works on the depth depth coordinate, or that is Z coordinate of a particular pixel. Okay, so basically we are comparing the uh, depth values of every pixel on a certain position, and whatever pixel is closer, we try to render that particular pixel. So this also works on the concept of depth sorting. That means we will be using the Z coordinate for pixel here. Okay, it is an image space method. Okay, so there have been two approaches so far: object space method and image space method. And like Z buffer and A buffer method algorithm, this algorithm also use the approach of image space method. That means uh, it works in the image space, okay, or screen coordinate. That means after taking the projection of a particular object, we perform the uh, uh, scanline algorithm to find out the visible edges. So this algorithm also uses backface detection as the pre-processing steps, where all the back faces of an 3D object has been removed, and after projection, whatever is visible in front of you, we look for the scenarios of the overlapping surfaces. Okay, and in case of overlapping surfaces, we try to obtain the realistic scene where the surface that is in front of another surface should be visible. Okay, so this algorithm is the extension of 2D polygon filling algorithm. We haven't covered this algorithm because this is not in your syllabus. But what is the two-dimensional polygon filling algorithm? In such type of algorithm, we use the scan lines, and this is our object. Okay, so what we do that we calculate the intersection points of these objects. That means the edges of this polygon with the scaline, we calculate these intersection points, and between these intersection point we fill the polygon. That means we calculate all the pixels between these intersection points, and we render it. Okay, that is a 2D polygon filling algorithm. So this algorithm makes use of this concept. That means finding out the intersection point of the edges of the polygon with the scan line, and perform the visible surface detection. So this uses the concept of 2D polygon filling algorithm, that is the scanline filling algorithm, and that's why we are saying that this is the extension of 2D polygon filling algorithm. Now this algorithm uses three data structure, or we can say that this algorithm maintains three tables. The tables are edge table, active edge table, and polygon table. Okay, so with the information stored with all these tables, this algorithm performs its operations and find out the solution. So I will not go into the depth because this is not required to understand all the contents and go into the depth of the content or information is stored in these tables. Okay, whatever important, the important thing for this algorithm is active edge table. Obviously, this algorithm makes use of the information stored in edge table as well as polygon table also. But we can understand this algorithm with the concept of active edge table also. Okay, so I'll focus on this particular table. Now the edge table stores obviously the information about the edges of a polygon. So there may be so many polygons in a particular scene. So the edge table stores the edge by edge information of a polygon, of all the polygon in a scene. Now talking about polygon table. Polygon table, the structure of polygon table, or we can say that the fields of polygon tables are following. The ID. So we provide identifier for every polygon in the scene. The polygon coefficient. So you might know that the every polygon is can be represented with the expression ax plus by plus cy plus d. Okay, ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. So a, b, c, z are the polygon coefficients. Shading information, this is not relevant here. Okay, and in and out field. Okay, so third one is active edge table. That is the matter of concern here. So active edge table stores the information of all the edges that are intersecting any scanline, because based on these intersection point we find out the closest surface. Okay, and we need to render that particular surface. So active edge table basically stores the information of the edges. For example, this edge is intersecting this particular line, this scan line, this scan line, this scan line. So it stores information like this. So let us see an example. That's how the scan line method works. These are two polygons A, B, C, D and E, F, G, H. Now these are projected like this. These two polygons are projected like this. These dotted lines are showing here the overlapped area. Now since this particular surface is opaque, we are considering that this particular surface is non-transparent. So this scene should look like this. That means this particular portion should occlude this portion, है ना? So how do we do that? Look into this figure. We have two scan lines and two polygons. Okay, and the polygon 1 ABCD is surface 1 and EFGHs are surface 2. Now how do we make the active edge table? We are given two scan lines L1 and L2. The active edge table will have two fields, scan lines and entries. Now for L1, what we are looking for, that this scan line is passing through how many edges. Okay, so if we check for L1, this L1 is passing through AB. Okay, so we will store AB, then BC, then EH, and then EF. Okay, look again if you want to. L1 is passing through the edges AB, BC, EH and EF. Likewise, we put the entries for scan line L2. So L2 is passing through AD, so we write AD. Then L2 is passing through EH, then BC, and then FG. So we make such entries. In these entries, we consider all the scan line. I have chosen only two scan lines. There may be 3 or 4 or multiple scan lines in the scene. Okay, so for every scan line, we find out the edges that are active. That means active edges are those edges that has been intersected by the particular scan line. So L1 is intersecting AB, BC, EH and EF, and L2 is intersecting AD, BC, EH and FG. Now, how do we find out? That in this particular overlapping area, surface S1 should be rendered? Okay, so for that we have to calculate the Z value. So for L1, there are 4 active edges. For L1, there are 4 active edges. So we will check for the surfaces of these polygons. So look into this picture. AB is belonging for L1. Okay, for L1, AB is belonging to S1, surface 1. Okay, BC. So for L1, BC is belonging to S1. For L1, not for L2. For L1, BC is belonging to S1. For L1, EH is belonging to S2. यानी L1 जो है वो सिर्फ S2 से बिलोंग, EH जो है S2 से बिलोंग कर रहा है for the scan line L1, and for L1 EF is belonging to S2. That means there are no surface overlap for all these four tables for the scan line L1. So for all these edges belongs to a single surface. All these active edges belong to the single surfaces for scan line 1. That means there is no situation for overlap. In these cases, we don't have to calculate the depth value of any pixel, and we store the corresponding intensity values for the surface S1, S1, S2 and S2 for every pixel. Okay, so here we do not experience any overlapping situation. Now see for L2. For L2, if we check all the active edges, if we check for the surfaces that belong to active edges, AD. For L2, AD is entirely belong to S1. Okay. EH. Now EH for L2, EH is belonging to S1 as well as S2. Okay. For L2, EH is passing through S1 and S2 both. So here for EH we will write S1 and S2. Similarly, for BC, if we consider L2, not L1. For L2, if we consider BC, it is going through S1 and S2 both. So BC belongs to both the surfaces S1 and S2 for the scan line L2. And for EG, for FG, the L2 for scan line L2, FG belongs to S2. So in this scenario, we are experiencing that active edges EH and BC are active for both the surfaces S1 and S2. Okay, that means this is the overlapping situation. Now these edges are active for both the surfaces S1 and S2 at the same time for the scan line L2. So this is the situation where we have to calculate that whether the surface S1 or S2 is closer to the projection plane. Okay, so in this case you need to find out the depth of the surfaces. That means in this area for EH, for all the pixels belonging to S1, we calculate the Z value, depth values of surfaces. So if we consider that lesser Z value is closer to the user, if we consider that depends upon the view direction. Okay, so if we consider that the Z value of S1 is, it should be less than S2. Okay, so it should be less than S2. Please make the correction. If Z value of S1 is less than S2, that means Z value is closer, then S1 should be rendered. Okay, so in above, so this, after calculating the Z values, this image should look like this, because for this overlapping area, we will calculate all the pixels that are going through this particular overlapping area. We will calculate the Z value of surface S1, we will calculate the Z value of surface S2, and the Z value of surface S1 would be always less than Z value of S2. That means that ABCD will restrict the view of EFGH for this particular overlapping area. Okay, that's how